Okay, hello again. So last time we were under Lake Fjalding, which is right over here, pretty much under that flame, and we were traveling with Asleep. And now we're asked to return to the Skull village, which I'm not exactly inclined to do right now. And we also hunted the Udo of Rückte, which has been living in a cave that has been magically sealed, and ended its very short reign over the Hall of Thirsk. And might even start cementing our own reign, although we are first off supposed to go to Rothmans Bane, which I will actually do now. So we'll go to Rothmans Bane and get that amulet for the guy in Aldrune, at long last. Stop it. Kinda on a tight schedule here, so seriously, another one. So is that the cave? Talking, I think Rimhole was the name of the cave. We're supposed to go in there actually. We're looking for a lost child. That guy is missing most of his torso. Okay, this is weird. I will try to get this skeleton here out of the way first. And then this one. Then we'll talk to this person here. Intruder, who dares venture so deeply into the halls of Rimhole? The mantle of woe is mine, do you hear? I have claimed the robe and its power. Okay, what about the mantle of woe? Behold, the vestments are now wear. When I read the old stories, I had to learn the truth. Could it be that an item of such grain and magica lay so close at hand, in the caves beneath my very village? I could contain my eagerness no longer, and jumped into the well. I braved Rimhole's dangers, and at last my efforts were rewarded. Soon the dead shall walk, and I, Timval the dead, shall lead them. I'm going to try to be reasonable here. I've been sent by your father. Take off that robe and end this madness. Your father loves you, Timval, and only wants you to be happy. Father? My father? Could it be that he still holds me dear to his heart? I only want to study magic, free from the laws of the Skull. Necromancy was quick and easy. The power it offers is so overwhelming. Here, take the mantle of woe. Destroy it. I have brought shame to my father. I will leave Solstheim. I will find a place to study magica, true magica. Tell my father his love has saved me. I will return to him someday when I can truly make him proud. Okay. I'm so glad I didn't have to bring him out of here. What's the mantle of woe? Oh, nice. Apparently it drains personality. Oh, so that's why I was in here. It gives you a crapload of magicka though, and a crapload of health, so you can actually go in the sun and burn there quite a while. I'm not sure if it's just if this was a mistake, that it was just not not properly finished, or the texture is missing, or if this is really just a supposed to be invisible mantle. I'm not gonna wear that thing though. It's well, we're going to do a bit too much traveling to make that worth it. Well, there, I have to agree that this is a massive Fortify Magicka effect. Are you done now? What's that spear? Ah, steel spear. Rubbish. Okay, is it those Reeklings? Don't think they're going to be friendly. Ah, now he noticed me. Took you a while, Sir Reekling. Okay, now let's make our way towards... what a nice old bridge. Make our way towards Rothmans' grave. I believe I also want to try something. I believe we can actually get a bonus from these stones now. I'm gonna approach it again. And see if it does something for me now. No. Okay, so that is something you only get in Skyrim then. In Skyrim you can get a one-time usability out of those, basically. Snow Wolf, I certainly want to loot. You'll see the reason for that later. Take that stuff. You there. Have at thee. I like how you even have some distinct biomes on Solstheim. Like you have those the Hillstark Forest, you have the Isenfir Plains, you have the Mohs Mountains, which are basically a huge glacier. Is that Castle Karstark? It shouldn't be. Oh no, that's... Actually, it might be Castle... Yeah, that might be Castle Karstark over there. It's a dangerous place for now. Although I think it's even still locked at the moment, because we're not supposed to go there just yet. It will be of use at some point. Also, there's some Reeklings hovering in the air. And this here should be Rothman's Bane. It doesn't look very impressive from here. There's one thing you should know, that if you're trying to grind Ice Wolf pelts, there is almost always a Snow Wolf right here. He has been here every time I've checked this place. So every time we pass by here, you can basically just grab another Snow Wolf. And this place is a wolf formation if you look at it from the sky. I think we'll have to clear up a bit more space here. Explore the place a bit more. Actually, I don't. What am I doing? Could you knock it off for a minute? Stupid ball thing. I need to levitate. I can show you without the map. So if we just levitate back up from here, you will see this looks like a wolf in some way, shape or form. Oh yeah, there's the legs, there's the and this would be the eye and the head. We also have to answer a riddle here, although we know the solution. But just in case I misclick this, let's just save the game, okay? 485.
Some they call me Rothmans Bane, with midnight teeth and moonlight mane. I am the wolf one soul may tame, by uttering my given name. But speak the truth for those who lie, gain not the wealth beyond my eye. Answer false and evermore, closed shut will be. What is my name?
That would be on Diage.
You spoke the truth and won the game, for Anjag is my given name.
Anjag.
I've gained entrance to Rothmans Barrow.
Woohoo! Can I enter the place now? Alright. This button. It's not space, it's E. And I bound these these keys, so... is there a Draugr in here? I think there is. Sounds like some bonehounds and a Draugr. 2 Draugr. We might even have 100 blunt weapon by the time we get out of here. So we're supposed to find an amulet. We're supposed to find an amulet. The Amulet of Infectious Charm, it was called, I think. And we also need to ask Rothmans Axe. You grasp the mighty axe of Rothmund and utter your intention to rule over Thirsk. In answer of approval, Rothmund grants his blessing. With a 5-point frost shield, nice. I laid my hands on Rothmund's axe, great axe, and uttered my intention to serve as Thirsk's chieftain. Rothmund's spirit answered by granting his blessing. I should now return to the mead hall and talk to Svenja's snow song so that I may be named the chieftain. I will do that in just a moment. We're supposed to find this stupid amulet here. I have no idea where it is. It might be on one of the Draugr. Worst comes to worst, I still have my detect enchantment thing. Should be in here somewhere. Well, I don't know where. Okay, where would that stupid amulet be? Not here. You don't have it either. Okay, let's get our detect enchantments spell. I should have it somewhere here. Didn't I? Did I really drop off my detect enchantment ring? I so should not have done that. I don't have detect enchantment. That kinda sucks. Okay, you dispose. You. We'll dispose of you. It's supposed to be in here. Let's see. Quests. That was something about the airship. The patchwork airship. Blah, recover the amulet of infectious charm. Yeah, it's should be in here somewhere. How strange. How very, very strange. Don't want to go here twice. Even though the script is really not too big or too threatening. I'm gonna look that up. Where is the Amulet of Infectious Charm? Huh, that's not helpful. It says it's found in here. But in here is not exactly much, and all we found in here was an ancient chest with a sword and like 300 drakes. So, no idea what's going on with that. Okay. The amulet is supposed to lie right next to that. Ah, there it is. Oh, cool. It's a little wolf amulet. And it is infectious indeed. Oh well, we'll have it. Oh, what's the exit? This way. Also, mental note, more Stalrim for to grab. That wolf has not returned yet. Okay, we have 2 quests we can turn in. Well, one of them we can only turn in back in Aldrune. But one we can do right away. This way. So, back to the Skull we go. And get some quests done. Mohs Mountains. Don't like this grumbly noise they're making. Nice stars here. Love the skybox. Not sure if it's the same for Skyrim. Actually, did anyone ever bother comparing those? I mean, there are like lore videos and whatnot, so... oops, I actually thought I still had my Walk on Water spell open. Just want to do that. Now I have to... let's get that ready. And I have to actually potentially fight all the creatures I'm going to attract by the time my spell ends. Lovely. Ah, I shouldn't have done that. It's a waste of magicka. That was such a waste of magicka. Oh well. I would imagine falling through water here must be very, very annoying because it must be freezing. Which probably has no really beneficial effects on your overall health. Let's actually go to Thirsk first. Open up the mead hall again. The people need their mead. Those are the 2 lovebirds. Where's Lake Fjalding? Should be over there. I was wondering where the flame is. I was quite sure it shouldn't be extinct by now. It's still there, still burning. Lovely. Course Tuna is also still there. Weren't you like supposed to go...
Travel back to the Skull.
I will travel back to the Skull in a moment. In here we go.
In the cave he met the beast, and cut quite short its evil feast. And when the Udafreg did fall, the chieftain came and claimed his hall.
Yes, we have our little bard now.
The chieftain of Thirsk, slayer of the Udafrecht, may the mead flow forever.
They pronounce it so much nicer than I do. Okay, I know that Rothman has granted you his blessing, for I could feel it in the air. The heart of the Udafrecht, I hope I pronounced that right now, has been placed on a pedestal for all to see. You are the new chieftain of Thirsk. Ruling the mead hall is great work, and I understand you may have business elsewhere. I offer to serve as your advisor and second in command, and will oversee the mead hall's affairs in your absence. Now, do we have any mead hall business to discuss, or maybe you'd like to relax in your quarters? What about mead hall business? As chieftain of Thirsk, there are certain things you may order the clan to do. As your second in command, I will make sure that your orders are carried out. So what is your command, my lord? I would actually like to have them hunt pelts. Yes, my chief, I will send out the hunters. They will kill as many snow bears and snow wolves as they are able, and bring back their pelts. Brynjolfur the smith can use these pelts to craft some custom armor. These are elusive creatures, however, and it may be some time before the hunters return. Check back in a few days. What about my quarters? Your quarters are upstairs. The chieftain's room is the one with the wolfskin rug in front of the door. There you can rest and have any privacy you need. Oh, and if you haven't seen already, I've left a gift by your bed. It is a true chieftain's weapon. I hope it will serve you well. So, we are now getting free stuff. We could also grab that heart, I think, but there's no point in doing so. Let's inspect our new bedroom. So, we have the one with the... would be that one. So, we have some privacy here. We could put some things into those drawers. That's the weapon she was talking about, Clanbringer. It's kind of a nice weapon, although the effect is something I never really use. So, it's kind of weak compared to whatever other weapons you have by this time. There's a book here, The House of Troubles. We've actually recited that a fair few times. Huh. Oh, we haven't. I mean, we kind of have when we were doing this last temple pilgrimage, but I didn't see that passage from we were reciting from scanning over there. Okay. So yeah, we can now rest in our own bed if we want to. My door is haunted. Could I have a non-haunted door? Okay. Hello, Bergliot. Yeah, we've heard that. Now there's also someone out here who will be more than happy to take those pelts off our hands. This fellow here. I would like some snow wolf armor. Okay, snow bears are larger than normal bears and have thick white fur that protects them against the frost and cold. They are very aggressive when encountered, and their attacks have been known to freeze human flesh. Snow bears can be pretty hard to find, but hunters have seen them in snowy frosted regions around Solstheim southern coast. Southern coast, really? What about snow wolves? The snow wolves are larger, more elusive cousins of Solstheim's common wolves. They have a thick coat that protects them from the frost and cold. You can find snow wolves in and around Mohs mountains. Legend has it they're descendants of Onjak, the fell wolf that devoured Rothmans the Red. It is said their attacks have been known to freeze human flesh, so be careful if you encounter one. I'm technically not human, but I will be. Thank you. We can make snow wolf armor and snow bear armor. Oh no, we can't. We have a custom armor price list here. Let's have a look at that now. We should have two of those now. Yeah, that is Bolt's Indralin. Custom firm, that's the one. Custom firm crafted by Brynjolfur. You call yourself a hunter, now prove it. I never said I was a hunter. Here, hiding in the wilds of Solstheim are the elusive white snow bears and snow wolves. It is said their fur can protect against the most frigid cold. Kill these beasts, claim their pelts, and you could be the proud owner of custom fur armor crafted by Brynjolfur. We can have a snow bear and a snow wolf cuirass, which of course includes all the armor pieces. How many pelts do I have? He also takes a while to craft them, I think, so I'm going to give him... We have 58,000 gold, that's fine. How many of those stupid pelts do I have? I also need a Grand Sojam. I think we can... Well, I'd like to trap some other large souls. Okay, we have 10 of those pelts, so... I would like one of those cuirasses. And yeah, come back tomorrow, same time, and I'll have your cuirass ready. I'd like to barter though, because I think you now have... No, you don't have the 6,000 gold. I was hoping I could get my money back from him. He sells regular wolf armor and regular bear armor, but the snow wolf stuff and snow bear stuff has to be basically... yeah, it has to be made for you. And seeing how I'd like to have a full armor of both at some point, I'll probably leave a whole lot of money here, but that's fine. Now let's go back to the skull. We're supposed to meet this guy there. I think we also did at least one other quest there, so we've helped one Nord kill a Draugr. Oh, you. We've helped one of those Nord kill a Draugr, and we might grab a reward from him as well. Are we heading the right way? Yes. As long as I remember the skull will be close to Thirsk. I'm not gonna bother looting those Rickling corpses. They generally don't have anything really worth taking on them. I don't really care about their little swords and sticks and about the boar meat and boar bristles that we could use for potions. I guess I could take those. Okay, let's see. Someone with I. Ingmar, Ingleifer, Ing something. First off, let's... Would you stand still for... Smith? Stand still. Hardfang, I want to see you. He's in... Yeah, I want to barter with you, though. He has 2,500 gold. That's not too bad. Not too great either, though. Any weapons I wanted to sell? Yes. And this guy here. I'll take that hammer in exchange. And that thing. Now, we could buy this Nordic Silver Claymore. But honestly, why would I? I'll just make him a good price. Everything he has. And then we'll go back to the village. I just want to save the game.
Well met.
Have cleared my name. Hail, Dunmaster. No worries. I won't hurt you.
Okay, where was he? So we can go to... this wasn't Ice Mane, it was someone else.
Aren't you a sight? What can I do for you?
Was it Lasnell?
I'm ready for anything. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, your son. Yeah, Timwall lives. He has given up his study of the dark arts and is leaving Solstheim to study legitimate magicka. He said he will return someday and make you proud. I knew he was alive. Oh, thank you. Although I hate to see him leave, I know Timwall will return someday and bring pride and honor to our family. I don't have much to offer for, as a reward, but I want you to have these. They are the pelts of a snow bear I killed many years ago. Brynjolfr at Tirsk can forge them into special armor for you. Thanks again. Yeah, he can't right now, but we could get a snow bear cuirass, which I think is actually a pretty damn good cuirass, all in all. I'm not sure why you'd want to have that here. Also, wolf's bane petals. Okay. Not sure what that stuff is. Something tells me this guy tried to kill himself. Hanin's Wake. There's a ghoul heart. Why would you have human flesh here? Okay, this guy's a bit weird. Something tells me this guy is very, very... Poison Song 2. Oh, it might have been Timwald's stuff. Huh. Yeah, I think this has been Timwald's stuff, so he has probably not been gone for too long. That's the shaman's hut. No worries, we'll continue with the quest in just a moment. Ah, Ingmar's house. There it is. Hello, Ingmar. Ah, Hail! It is good to see you again. Welcome to my home. I was hoping you would stop by. I have something for you. In honor of my defeat of the Verbando Draugr, my fellow Skull presented with the Belt of Orc Strength. Here, I want you to have it. After all, you earned it. My thanks again for everything. So we now have a Belt of Orc Strength, which we could totally sell, although I think that would be too suspicious, so we'll just keep it. Sadly, it's cast when used. If this were an item that would give me permanent strength increase just by wearing it, I would be totally in that thing right now. Also, why are all these guards hitting on me? Makes me feel a bit uncomfortable. Anyway, Hardfang wanted to see us, so let's meet him.
I'm ready for anything. Go ahead.
At that coming, Cliff Racer.
You've returned from the lake. I trust you completed your task.
Okay. Could you surprise me? I have matters to attend to now. We'll speak again soon. Please, you must help. The village is under attack by werewolves. Werewolves, you say? Horrible creatures. This many have not been seen in generations. Their appearance can be only a sign of dangerous things to come. Yeah, so now we can see more werewolves. And I can tell you werewolves hurt. I still can't carry Ivar's mace. Oi, werewolf, come here. I believe silver weapons would be better against those. But yeah, werewolf attacks do hurt, as I said. And we will see that... Well, not this time, because they... Okay, nobody has died here. Also, we now have a... I think we now have an effect on us. No. Okay. Journal. Yeah, I should go outside and help defend these people. Let's talk to the Skull here. One of the creatures in the Great Hall. It must be stopped.
Werewolves in the Great Hall. Get in there quickly.
Yeah, why didn't you get in there too? This tearing sound is actually made with a good reason. This werewolf attack does hit your stuff like a hammer. And this is actually what makes this a lot more difficult than it needs to be. So I kind of want this guy's stuff, so remove that. Ah, now look at that. Now we have Xanias lupinus, and this is basically the werewolf disease. So this gives you lycanthropy if you don't fix it. So I want this stuff. It's technically a common disease, so you can contract it like anyone, like any other disease, but of course it's and it actually circumvents your Laravarine general disease resistance. Anyway, we have to return here. Course to Windeye.
You have been infected by these werewolves.
I've only just arrived. To this horror, it is good you were here to protect these people. You have done well by the Scar. My worst fears have been realized. These creatures are werewolves, and as you surely know, this is not a good omen for our village. And I have more troubling news. I have used my magic to detect any of the infection these beasts live in their wear. You, my friend, have been infected. The infection seems innocent enough. Some weakness, perhaps. Sometimes the effects are hardly noticeable. However, in 3 days' time, the victim will become a werewolf himself. It is a fate I would not wish upon my greatest foe. During these 3 days, however, a simple cure disease spell can stop the infection. I beg you to do this. Until then, I fear I cannot allow you to be part of our community, perhaps infecting others. When you have been cured, I hope you will return to us again. So this is basically the choice here. We can do nothing for 3 days and basically become a werewolf, which I think is annoying. I mean, this drain 1 point of fatigue is nothing. It's hardly noticeable, as he said. But yeah, if we become a werewolf, we have to become a werewolf every night. Even if we leave Solstheim, even if we leave this quest, we have to become a werewolf. So I'm not going to do that. I might actually, if you're really interested, we might actually do that, but for now, I'm going to name this one Decision. And we might go back to the save game and play the game as a werewolf. For now, however, we'll just cure this disease. Off it goes. And there's Course to Windeye. I know you have been infected. Have you taken care of this problem? I have indeed. I no longer sense the infection in you. I am happy for you, and the Scarl as well. You have proven to be a valuable member of this community. You have been true to our people, and the Scarl name you Blood Scarl, a blood friend of our people. You will be given a home here, Rigmor Halfhand's former residence, in which you may rest. Also, it has been decided that you will take part in the Ristag, an important Scarl ceremony. So we now have a house. Let's talk about Ristag then. A ceremony of blessing and cleansing that we Scarl perform only very rarely. These are frightening times, my friend. There have been ominous portents, and they concern me. A hard fang is missing, and I fear that the Allmaker does not breathe freely on the Scarl this day. The ceremony must be completed, but first I will need you to retrieve the Totem of Claw and Fang. It is a powerful artifact, very sacred to the Scarl people. It is used to call as powerful beasts that are used in the Ristag. It was stolen many years ago, and we of the Scarl were foolish enough to believe it would not again be needed. I have learned that it may be found in the tombs of Scarlara, to the east and a bit south of here. Please return the totem. Okay, so we have to fetch a totem. And as I said, the werewolf side of this is basically prevent the totem from being stolen. It's kind of fun. And being a werewolf is actually a bit weird. You don't have all your skills anymore. You can't cast spells, you can't loot things, you have no inventory. You will also remove all your armor, although you won't actually be encumbered. And you can only use your hands as an attack, so you also have set stats, except health, magicka, and fatigue. Those scale with your level. I think you have like 100 unarmed, a whole lot of unarmored skill, and no, 100 hand-to-hand, a whole lot of unarmored, and you have an absurd speed, and an absurd strength. I think the rest is very low. Also, and I think endurance and luck are basically set to a certain value as well. And yeah, your health of course scales with your level. But overall, it's certainly worth actually coming here with a few levels onto your belt. If you're low level, I think you're better off as a werewolf, because those set stats can often be better than your original stats, I think. However, in our case, we have pretty high stats already, so we're better off as a human. I also wanted to see how badly our stuff has been taken out. It hasn't suffered too much, but it's still worth fixing it right away. The Tomb of Scalara is no joke. It's teeming with werewolves. Where did my hammers go? I should also eventually get back to Mournhold and turn in those clutter items I've been carrying around. Yeah, it's not too bad, but it gets worse when you actually get attacked by larger groups of werewolves. Okay, to the east and a bit south, he said. East and a bit south. Okay, we can do that. Also, if you don't cure your infection, the skull will refuse to deal with you again for a while. They will actually not talk to you. I wonder how those barbarians are related to the rest of the world here. Like, are those Skull descendants? Are those tribes we don't see? Where do those come from? Okay, east and a bit south. I think it's somewhere near the coast. At least I would hope it was. That's a Fruze hag. Gonna ignore her for now. Okay, and a bit south, they said. Anything here that looks like a tomb? Stop it! Okay. Tomb of Scalara. We are east and a bit south. I believe it was... It could be this one here. No, that's Frostle. Stupid Recklings. Okay, east and a bit south. It's not in the water. So it should be somewhere around here. So they didn't mount that thing. Ah, that might be it. If you come here before that event, this snow will basically... or it will be covered in snow. Okay, the tombs of Scalara. As you can see, they are filled with werewolves. I have to put that decision save game somewhere else. Yeah, there's a lot of those here. And you can see they deal a lot of damage to us. So yeah, werewolves are no joke. Obviously we can't get infected anymore because there was only one chance to be actually infected. Although I think if you don't have this disease resistance, if you can still actually get any diseases, you will... you can actually turn this quest every time. So... it's up to you, but for the most part, it's better to not risk it. Although, yeah, for the most part, our chance to pick a side has expired. Okay. don't think I can one-hit kill them. At least not with a bow. But we'll try. Yeah, they're a bit too sturdy. Okay, even that won't do enough. Yeah, that hurt. Quite a lot. Now imagine 5 of those attacking you at once. That's that no joke. Also have a look at our armor here. That's a bit dented. Nothing too serious at the moment. But we'll have a look at it at the end of this crypt when we get out of here. And we will see how it looks then. I should also have learned some conjuration. I should totally have learned that. Okay. I don't know which way in this was the right way in this crypt. Let's believe the werewolves do actually respawn. I'm not sure if you can do this during the day. Okay. This way. That way. Lots of them actually. Let's go down here. Down is always a good choice. Well, not always, but for the most part, going down is where you get to your objectives. Okay. There's something behind that thing. I don't think it's the chest we're looking for, but we'll lockpick it anyway. There is. Well, we need lockpick training. Not with the Grandmaster lockpick. It's a waste of a fine lockpick. I want that hammer. The rest is junk. So okay, the way down is not always the right way. I would like my local map, please. Let's go this way. There's a chest over there, which might be the one I need to get in. I think werewolves also come with a detect life enchantment. I'm not sure how the AI werewolves are in terms of that, like if they have it or not. But I know for a fact you can get a complete detect life enchantment if you or effect for the rest of the night if you just kill one human. And again, it doesn't have to be a named human. It can be anyone on the map. So just go around, find yourself a barbarian. That's the totem we're supposed to steal or find. Okay. So the totem of Claw and Fang. I'll have that. I have retrieved the totem. Not quite yet, to be honest. We still have to get out with that thing. Oh, by the way, in case anyone was wondering about the other residents of Thirsk, like the historian who was listing all the chieftains, they will actually... they're still there. I think even Marisa would still be there. Although, actually no, she would actually... I believe she would have returned by now. I think if you don't get her home by the time the Odefrictor attacks, she will just, or like since I think Eric will be killed by the Odefrictor, you would basically just, or they would just say, yeah, I've sent her home. I'm so glad this hammer has at least a certain silver content. Can I ignore this guy? No, I can't. Yeah, don't try to sneak past the werewolf. It doesn't work. And again, do be careful with those two-hand attacks. Those hurt. Werewolf. Okay, barrel. Why would I want a steel daikatana? Of all things. Is this the way out? I think this is the chest we looted already. No, it's not. Oh well, we're in a crypt, so I guess we might as well loot it. Not that one. This one. Ooh, lots of hammers. That is a terrible... How do you make a ring that's that worthless? You actually have to take the ring and do something terrible to it to make it sell for 8 gold. You can buy an unenchanted ring of that kind for, I think, way more than 8 gold. Nothing good here. I also believe the architecture of all those ancient ruins has changed drastically since Time of the Neverine, when you return to Solstheim. In Skyrim, that is. Okay, that's a dead end, so we want to go this way. Then this way. No, this way. I don't think there was response, so we should be fine. Although I think there were some near the entrance of this place. This way, okay. Straight up and out. The one benefit of sneaking is that you have a bit of a chance to evade the werewolves, and at least you don't have to fight them all at once. Which goes a long way in helping out. There's a point in killing them all. But I don't think I'll return for all that Stardom. I might, but I really don't feel like doing that at some point in the near future. I mean, the stuff is valuable, but not that much. Although I know myself a bit of completionist, so I might as well. Anyway, we got out of here. And it looks like the fact that there is no full moon anymore, I mean, it's clearly daytime, means nothing to those werewolves in the crypt. Which, by the way, is kind of lore. There will be a point when we actually, if you play as a werewolf, of course, you also prevent the totem from being stolen. And if you do that, nice, I'll have that. One thing, she doesn't seem to wear her armor. Also, those daggers are pretty valuable. And of course, come with a disintegrate armor spell. That's pretty heavy though. Gotta say that, they're very heavy. Didn't take any, no, I didn't take any attribute damage. But let's fix up armor. Yeah, so if you play as a werewolf, of course your job is to prevent the theft of the thing, of the totem. But since you will always return to your human form as soon as the sun comes up. Of course, the Skull will have a chance to just grab their precious totem by the time daytime rolls around, and Helsina actually says that. Yeah, the totem has been stolen when the hunters were sleeping or something like that. So yeah, the story progresses either way. Which means I'm not exactly sure what this ritual is supposed to do. That's the way to the sky village. Because whether it works or whether it fails, it does not seem to matter. Anyway, we have a Ristark to prepare. Could have cleaned those bodies away, you know.
You have cleared my name, well met.
Yeah, but no Skull have died here, which is kind of nice.
Hello again, friend. What may I do for you?
You could take that totem off my hands. You have found the totem. This is good news. Please, take this as a token of my thanks. I hope that your efforts have not left you too drained, as there is still much to be done. For your efforts I will share with you some knowledge. The Skull have the ability to summon wolves to fight by our sides. You too now possess this ability. The Ristark must now be performed. What's the Ristark? You have been of great service to the Skull, and it seems right that you take part in the ceremony. Meet at nightfall with Rolf Longtooth, one of the Skull hunters. You will find him by the western shores of Lake Fjelding. He will tell you more about the Ristark and the part you will play in it. So, we now have to wait until nightfall.
Hail, Dunmerritt. Do you need something?
We got a new spell, and this is an actual spell. It's not a power, it is a spell. So we can now summon a wolf. We should be able to summon a wolf. Those are those spells. Where is that wolf spell? Ah, here, Call Wolf. It's not summon, it's Call Wolf. Effect summon. Yeah, this. I think that's a bug. It's of no school though, so I thought it was a conjuration spell. It is not. You just get to summon a wolf for 45 seconds. I want to try that. Costs a lot of mana though, so I'm not sure if the Skull are like the Dunmer in terms of friendliness to other creatures or summoners inside their city. So we'll go a bit outside of their village and then we'll summon a wolf. By away from the village, I probably shouldn't just skirt around it. Do we get a snow wolf? I don't seem to get any wolf. Let's try this again here. Can I get a wolf? Actually have a... It says I have a wolf. Why don't I have a wolf? Does it only appear when I fight something? Suppose again. I see no wolf. Weird. How very weird. Will it help me now? No, it won't. You there, could you hit me with some spells? Okay, that'll do, thank you.
You should have picked an
That's a bold claim. Yeah, they all have one of those winter wound daggers, which are kind of nice. What if they wear those cuirasses? Nope, they don't. Okay, so let's forget about that wolf spell, which seems completely useless. I'm not sure why. It should not be, but it is completely useless to us. We do not seem to get any wolves for it. I feel ripped off by the skull. And again, there seems to be something wrong with the spell itself in general. Maybe I'm just using it wrong. Either way, we've got stuff to do. Namely, recall back to Ravenrock. We can go back and forth until nightfall, so let's just go here. I don't think you actually have to be there at the next nightfall. It can pretty much be any nightfall, although of course they don't say that, because you're supposed to go right away.
I see this land.
Hello there, my friend.
We welcome you freely, Outlander.
Nothing. Do you have a new assignment for me? You don't need anything at the moment. Also, if you were doing this Mage's Guild quest, this here would be a great place to get the ebony samples you need. Although, of course, any place would totally do. Just fine. Don't overwrite that. Yeah. I'm not good with that ritual. We did get the effect in the bar to the lower right, so again, no idea how this wolf thing works.
Now this is fighting.
Nope, but this is just a massacre. Okay. Let's get my healing spell out again. I never use that in battle because you can't... it was a bit... I mean, it was slightly more convenient in Skyrim. You could actually freely flow between magic and... or between your... yeah, for example, healing spell and your melee weapons. Or whatever other weapon you were intending to use. It was something I didn't mind too much. It was kind of fun. Although I sorted most of the game out by... at least most of the start of the game by just wielding a... wielding a sword in the one hand and my healing spell in the other hand, and just running in circles and flailing wildly with my sword at whatever was trying to attack me, but also trying to keep myself from dying with the healing spell. It was fun, mind you. It felt somewhat silly. A bit headless, you know.
Give in. You're dead already.
Where am I? Your shield is gone. Very, very quickly, by the way.
You're bested.
Ow! I like how your friends are totally not caring about that. You get a hammering. And of course you get a hammering.
You're growing weak.
You have some silver arrows. Something tells me I might want to stock up on those. And some magic silver arrows. I'll take those as well. There's not too many, so they're not too great. Let's make our way back to Lake Fielding. And explore some more, sell some on the way. Hello, wolf. Can I summon you? No. I don't know what it is, sometimes just doesn't seem to care about attacking you. I'm quite sure it's not because those boars are suddenly peaceful. None of them is. Crypt? Cave? The Cave of Hidden Music, right. I was sure it was some location that was tied to the ritual. I wasn't sure if it was Glenshaw's Crypt or something else. It's kind of annoying how the... Was that the next one? No, it's a barrow we have not been to yet. I also like how... I'm not sure if I like it or not, but notice how those plague wolves actually roll over when they're almost dead, but not quite. Take a look at this one here. I know. Sometimes they just roll over and it seems like they're dead, but they actually... Well, they will stand up again. Okay. What's that crypt here? Looks kind of impressive. What's in here? The Yolga barrow. We will go into those crypts later. As I said, when we have the ability to harvest Stalrim, they're actually more worth a visit to begin with. Ooh, Snow Wolf. There's a Snow Wolf there. I want to hunt that. I don't think you can actually encounter your own hunters here. There it is. Hello, Snow Wolf. I need your pelt. And the pelts of all your brothers. There's also any legendary bear that is the mythical forefather of all the snow bears. Nobody ever mentions that. Let's take away my airship again. There's that wolf. I think this is another one of those quest location wolves that always return. So you see this, and in Rothman's Bane, you'll always have one of those frost wolves, at the very least. I think you can actually also have more of those. It's a bit difficult. Well, it is a bit rare because I think the game has to spawn more than one. Not sure if it ever really does. I think it's theoretically possible that either of those might have been spawned as a frost wolf. But I think we'll just have to entertain the theoretical possibility of that happening. Die, servants of the greedy man. I maintain my point that if you're a mage here, you're kind of rarely boned. Because yeah, those repel magicka, everything else it does as well. And no for fact so I think the werewolves actually don't. And I'm quite sure they would give them reflect magicka as well. But then they would have to give you that effect as well. That would be too silly. So yeah, werewolves do not reflect magicka. For now. What's over there? It's another Rickling. I'll try to shoot it. I haven't shot anything in a while. Go over there. Oh, they're not that sturdy. It also seems like the Ricklings themselves are not resistant to magicka. Although I believe I won't be able to use that knowledge. At least not in any meaningful way. So I think those are just reavers, but I'm gonna go closer. This guy looks like a reaver. This guy might not be. I mean, I don't want to end up killing my own hunters here. Nope, it's a reaver. It's fine, it's a reaver. It is totally a reaver. Okay, let's shoot this guy first. Okay, we need more arrows. Not the Daedric ones. I'm so gonna hold on to those. Let's use the bone arrows. Which are weirdly bendy. Oh well, marksmanship training. Hooray! We'll have that potion. Also take the arrows from those guys, if they have any. They don't seem to carry that many of them with them, so it pays off to dispatch of them quickly. But yeah, I think this worked nicely. Okay, what's the time? 2 PM. So we slowly make our way towards the shore of Fjalding Lake, or Lake Fjalding. Maybe actually hunt a bit more. I'm gonna have to actually go to the south coast again and try to find some of those snow bears. I hate when I don't hit that. Would also be very close to level up. Yeah, 2 more. 2 more skill points. Don't feel like sniping those shrinklings. Let's go find that hunter. He'll not really deal with us until until the right time. I want to go see that bridge. It intrigues me now. Why is there a bridge? Where does it lead to? Okay, bridge of intrigue. Reveal your secret to me. Where's my auto walking? Okay, this is a poison arrow. Why are you running? Okay. Not sure how we missed that, but we did. I'm not proud of it. We're leaving dead things left, right, and center. Oi. I think plague bears are called plague bears because their pelts are basically... No, they're not. They're regular bear pelts. I thought those were defined by law as their pelts are worthless for armor and stuff. But obviously they would still protect some, or to a degree, from the cold. Although of course not as good as... How much magic does this person have? What's it? Would you stop it? Get 32 health on the shield. 32 health on the shield. That thing was so close to breaking. Also, this looks almost like a Dwemer bridge. Not entirely. Look of Castle Karstag over there. Not sure if there are any other frost giants, by the way. Karstag himself being, of course, a frost giant. We should not visit him. Well, again, I believe his castle is locked for now anyway. Okay,
No worries. I won't hurt you. Ask your question.
okay, no, I thought he was giving you a quest or something as well. Obviously, he's not. Fjalding. I think there's like a pathway down here as well if you want to go the long way, but always go directly to the lake. It's just quicker. Is that Uncle's... no, that's not Uncle Sweetchair stuff. That's a little... yeah, that should be a little hut with the... people who don't like to talk to us right now. And I like how the game actually doesn't prevent you from killing them by just not spawning them until you actually need to see them. You can just go ahead and slay them if you want. But of course you might suffer from some consequences after the game if you do that. Or later on if you do so. I think is something some people dislike. They're like, yeah, why shouldn't I be able to just kill indiscriminately and avoid any consequences for that? The solution is, of course, just don't do it. It's part of role-playing, you know? Actually accepting the consequences of your decisions. Of course, you can always load the game and thus kind of invalidate this whole idea of actually having consequences, but for the most part, I believe it's part of the roleplay game experience. And a vital part of it that there are consequences to decisions. This birch tree here. Oh, it's a barbarian. Sorry, I was mistaking you for a tree there, lady. Shouldn't happen again. She stood right behind this tree stump here, so I thought she was... like, the one she's lying on right now. So I thought she was actually a tree. Okay, where's this guy supposed to be? By the western shores of Lake Fjalding. We are on the western shores of Lake Fjalding. I believe he should be here somewhere. He will only appear at night. Might be the case as well. Over here. Gron. Not sure what Gron is. I know those caves are infested with Ricklings and certain other creatures like Grals. I think so. There might also be a home of bears and wolves and other such creatures, like Udofrect. I believe that was a unique one. Even though it had a brief appearance in Dragonborn as well. Although it cannot really be the Udofrect, because, well, that one has been, I think, canonically slain by either Neverine or whoever was becoming the chieftain of Thirsk. Western shores of Lake Fielding. Be those. We'll just stay right here and hope we can find this guy. I'm not sure if we get a. Oh, I think it's this person there. Is he? Grab Axe Wife. Oh yeah, Rolf Longtooth.
Come back at nightfall, my friend. We will perform the Rishtag.
For a supposed clan friend and brother whatever, they're surely not helping me out. Ooh, a diamond. Nice. I'll have that. Okay. I know I said I didn't actually want to snipe those guys, but we have nothing else to do, so screw it. This feels a lot like wasting arrows. I mean, it's precisely what I'm doing here. I'm just wasting arrows, but it feels particularly wasteful, although on the other hand, I need to practice my archery anyway. I wasn't sure why I only get a notification that target resisted magic, but I never get one when it actually reflected it back at me. Sometimes the effect is hard to notice, and we'll only see the little thing in the corner sometimes. Okay. What's the time? 6 PM. Let's do something no hunter should forget. Keep your gear in top shape. I think especially those ooh, my shield has totally been destroyed. I hope you can see why I've been stocking up on those hammers now. Does this count as nightfall? I'm not sure if you can still block with a destroyed shield. If it, I mean, you shouldn't, because it technically just gets unequipped. So obviously you can't block with it anymore. Okay, Rolf Longtooth. It's not yet night enough, but fine. I could get one more level up. Somehow. I could actually rest for an hour. Then grab and then start a Rishtag. Needs to be something I'm not yet. It needs to be a skill I have not yet practiced enough, or it needs to be one of my main or side skills. That's what I wanted to say here. Almost there with security. Or speechcraft, which I rarely use anyway. Can we talk to other people? Maybe we'll just bribe them or something. See if that helps us, or we'll just do some alchemy. We have plenty of diamonds and stuff. So let's just do some alchemy. Which presumably is... It's not in the magic menu at all, which is kind of weird, because alchemy is supposedly also magical. We'll also not use any of those snow creature pelts. Those are a bit too valuable. We can turn those into good armor. I think this sounds actually pretty damn... It actually is good. We'll see the armor value later. It's probably not on par with the artifact stuff we have, because that's made by the gods, and I think there's a reason for things not being as good as that. But overall, it's pretty excellent stuff. So Yeah, I'm happy with it. We had a better one with alchemy later, before. I remember that being more productive. We used that with a lot more of those good items. Of that. Okay, we need to kill some more Spriggans. This hardwood stuff is amazing. Oh, we can use those as well. Okay, down to 5 Daedra Hearts. How's my alchemy coming along? Nicely. Okay, we can take some of those and some of I don't know what else. If I use, let's say, 3 Daedra Hearts. Okay, now we need 1 restore Magicka effect and 1 restore health effect. Not sure which one would that be. Marshmallow can do a nice restore health, and what would restore Magicka? Do I have Void Salts? I do not. I'll take those. Nice. Okay, drop that. Wonderful. We'll now rest for an hour. Right in here. Okay, we'll take the endurance, of course the speed, and this. Okay, time for the restart. $4.96.
It was a rock. Who cares what kind of rock? Come back at nightfall, my friend. We will perform the Rishtag.
It is night. Fine. We'll wait for another hour. I'm not sure if it has to be done during the or during the night, or if you can stall it and get into the morning. Save the game again. I'll overwrite this one. Okay, Coast Winder has told me about you. You are to perform the Rishtag with us, pleasing the Allmaker. Okay, what is that Rishtag? In the Rishtag, we hunt the spirit bear that is conjured by the totem of Claw and Fang. When it is slain, we return its heart back to Windeye, who will ask for the blessings of the Allmaker. If the Rishtag fails does not succeed by daybreak, the Allmaker will be displeased. You will help to ensure our success, friend. Okay, how would I do that? You will act as my second. You are to stay with me at all times during the Rishtag, and to follow my instructions exactly. You have proven your value to Udaskal, but now you must allow me to guide you through this night. Okay. Let's get our weapons ready. That scoundrel Helsine will, of course, send his werewolves to interfere with the Rishtag. Some fancy armor you have there. You're standing... Did you hear that? Came from Satya the Bold's path. Go to him and make sure he is well. Then return to me so we may complete the hunt. Okay. To our right. To our right. All right, it's this way. I'm afraid Satya the Bold has snuffed it. I found the corpse of Satya the Bold, one of the other hunters involved in the Rishtag. Yeah, let's return to Longtooth. I said let's return to Longtooth. Satya is dead. This is a bad omen. These creatures are dark spirits indeed. They will try to disrupt the hunt. We will not allow this to happen. The loss of Satya is great, but we must continue. Let us go. Okay, we'll save the game again. I'm not sure if we have to get this guy through alive, so 497. on. So you did tell me that they don't look for the creature who killed him. What was that? Blast! These creatures are everywhere. Quick, find Growed Ex-Wife. Do not allow the hunt to be disrupted. I will wait for your return. Okay. Yeah, Growed Ex-Wife is also dead. She had some wolf griefs. Very shape-hugging dress there. Okay. Stream 498. Let's just quickly take a drink before we continue the restart. Ah, lovely. I think you can also return here like by 3 in the morning or so. Axewife is dead? No! She was a good warrior and a good friend. We will not let this stop us though. We too will continue until the restart is complete. Okay? I'll keep my weapon ready. I think that's a good call. Werewolves?
You should have picked an easier opponent.
Okay, journal has updated. Longtooth and I were attacked by werewolves, but were able to kill them. We must now find the spirit bear and return its heart to Windeye. I also kind of want to make sure this guy doesn't die on me, so... Oh, he was close. He was totally close to it. I have to see if I can actually make a better healing spell for that. Okay, we have defeated those creatures and honored our fallen comrades. Now, though, we must find the spirit bear and return its heart to Windeye. Okay, now I need to lead.
You should have picked an easier opponent.
Oh, there's a spirit bear. Did you really come to the hunter with your pocket knife? Okay, we have to take the heart of the spirit bear, which, unlike the Udifricta heart, can't actually be used as an alchemic ingredient. You have the heart. This is good. Now return to the village and give the heart to Windeye. You have done well tonight. Rolf Longtooth calls you friend. I will remain here in these woods for a time. The Allmaker has chosen you to finish this journey alone. Good luck to you. I'm not sure if I have to do this this night as well, or if this can actually be done in the morning. Could you stand still for a minute try to heal you?
The spirit bear is dead, and the restart is nearly complete.
Okay, I think I might want to get back to the Skull Village in time. It's 10 PM. I still have all night technically, but I wanna do this as quick as possible, I guess. There shouldn't be more werewolf attacks. Okay. Which would make sense. I mean, I think the game would also assume that you might have a teleport or a recall marker set. Which would make sense, but I prefer mine to be back in Raven Rock. It's just more of a pain to ask to get there, pain in the ass to get there than it is to get here. Okay, let's finish Ristag. Straight up north from here. Okay. Where's caused wind eye? Oh, there he is. You still haven't cleared those corpses. No, it's not caused wind eye. There's caused wind eye. You were to assist to perform the Ristark. Have you been successful? I have indeed. You have the heart. You have done well, as the Skal have come to expect of you. Your efforts are not unappreciated. Allow me to teach you more of the Skal magic. The ritual I teach you now will allow you to summon a bear to your side to aid you in battle. You have earned this, Blood Skal. Now I fear we must speak of the ominous signs that have appeared on the island. Okay, what ominous signs would those be? There have been many, though I've been reluctant to speak of them. The coming of the werewolves, the fire on the lake. Now I've been told that the northern shores are the scene of a massacre. Many hawkers are dead. The shores are littered with corpses, and the death of the hawkers has not been explained. All these things are suggested in the Blood Moon prophecy. Let's talk about the hawkers first. Another of the Allmaker's wondrous creations. These creatures provide a great deal for our people. They are strong swimmers and fierce fighters on land and in the sea. And what does that do for your people? Okay, I get it. Meat, fat, probably also skins and teeth, so yeah, they're fine. What about the death of August? We must find out what has happened. Perhaps this is a sign of the prophecy, perhaps not. I prefer to think that this is the work of mortals. I would have you travel to Castle Karstag and confirm my suspicions. What about Castle Karstag? It is a castle made of ice in the northwest part of Solstheim. There lives the Frost Giant Karstag. The Skal have lived in peace with the monster for many years, but we have heard nothing from the giant for some time. This slaughter could be the workings of the Reeklings who serve him. Go there and find out what you can. You will not be allowed in the main entrance, but we have recently discovered an entrance in the waters north of the castle. Good luck to you, Blood Skal. Now at the prophecy. It is an ancient Skal legend that tells of the time before time, when a demon god would walk the land. It is told there are signs that precede the blood moon, and I fear that we have been witness to some of these signs. Perhaps we will speak more about this later, but I hope we will not have to. First, I would like you to investigate the death of the Hawkers. Well, fine. So now we'll get to go to Castle Karstag. And I was hoping that Kost would be able to make some spells for me, but apparently he can't. Let's fix that thing. And my suspicion is that we also have a Call Bear spell now, yes. I'm not even gonna try and test that. I mean, the Summon Wolf spell was not exactly impressive. Let me actually have time with this. You have all the time in the world with this. We could also go back to Raven Rock if there was a need for our duties there. Where was that bridge thing? It was somewhere on this side. Because from the bridge we could see Castle Karstag in the distance. Oh, there it is. By the way, Castle Karstag is, as far as I know, one of the locations of Daedric of a Daedric item. Not an artifact, but I think there's 1 or 2 Daedric gloves there. Although we don't need to, but was it pauldrons? It might have been pauldrons. Something Daedric. I'll have to kill these guys. Was that arrow quivering in my bow? Also, those axes really hurt. I mean, not as bad as a Daedric axe would do, but still. Ow. damn it. I was hoping I could kill him while he's still down. Having a bit of a pathing problem there. I'll leave him to that. I was just about to call it off. Well. You there. I would like some of your arrows. Okay, now 2 of those reavers went down here. They should be somewhere nearby. They'll probably follow me and hit me in the back at some inconvenient time. Is this guy stuck underwater now? It is a bitter mercy indeed. Let's levitate out of here. It's clearly one of the places where you can totally get stuck if you don't have any means to magically free yourself, so I think it was a mercy I did them indeed. Although I guess they would have probably tried to swim around there somewhere and then eventually get to me. As I said, this would have probably happened at the worst possible times. In fact, I think most of the hawkers are in fact dead. Yeah, look at those. Those are dead. Completely dead. Yep. This one's out. Doesn't that spell allow me to summon something? A storm atronach. Let's actually do that for once. Spear of Bitter Mercy, do your thing. I believe the reflection of that magicka went onto me, which is kind of annoying. You just attack me, you stupid git. It should be this way. Is that the castle is just a random rock spike? I do not know. Could be the castle. Let's also not use any more summoning spells. I guess that's probably one reason why I never really warmed up to those, and why it's never a school I delved in deeper. I think over there's Castle Karstag. Yep, that's just some more rocks. There's a Reekling Raider there. Another stack of arrows has been used up. Lovely. Okay, where is Castle Karstag? It really helped to do this in the daytime when you can actually see stuff. someone had to go right away. Freezer hack. Oh, there's a castle.
You will die where you stand.
No, I won't. Not sure if I should take a standard restore health potion anymore. They don't really do much. There's a castle. We need to go north of that, because we're not allowed in the front entrance. I believe you're allowed to do that as a werewolf, though. Okay. That is an awful lot of Reeklings. I really don't want to piss all of them off. Also, 500 save games! Woohoo! Yeah, let's not actually fight all of those Reeklings. I know some people of you want to see more action and want to see me get in more trouble, but I don't feel like fighting all those Reeklings. It's a waste of armorer's hammers. We'll need all of those for the final bit of the Blood Prophecy. Get a bit north of here. Okay, Scar Legend, blah blah blah. Underwater north of the castle that has been recently discovered. How would you have recently discovered that north entrance? I mean, seriously, how? I mean, the weather here is terrible, and why would you even go out here? Oh well, anyway. It's time for another water breathing spell. This is coming way handier than... No, I wouldn't have needed the water breathing there. Okay, I've entered Castle Karstag. We'll return to Carnius Magius after this quest, I guess. I think this Reekling over there might be peaceful. Let's save the game. You there, Reekling. Well, a dark elf. Ugly thing, aren't you? Too tall. What business you got at Castle Karstag? And make it quick. No time to talk. I was here to talk about the death of the Hawkers, please. Dead Hawkers? Rancid Hawker meat. You're asking the wrong guy. I know someone who might be able to help, though. But I've got my own problems. The master, Karstag that is, has taken off. Gone. Don't know why. Don't know where. Didn't seem like he was coming back. So some of the boys and I figured we'd take over the place. Dulk has been running the show upstairs. Moron, Toady, Master's pet. Right, sneak attack from below. Very clever. We even made a deal with a pack of Graal to act as muscle. Didn't work out so well. See, these Graals aren't the most trustworthy. Turned on my guys. 8 them, actually. I'm the only one left, and I can't even get upstairs now. What do you need? Alright, and neither can you. See, no one can enter the castle without the Karstag's blessing. Which I have. I figure you help me get past the Graal, I'll get you into the castle. And then you ask little Dulk anything you want. So come on, let's move it. Okay, so... This little Reekling here has roped us into becoming his bodyguard. Because we have no other problems. Which means I should probably just stop sneaking. Hello, Graal. Hello, deadliness. Okay. You okay there? We'll take that. It's a night ingredient. Very nice. Okay, Krish, don't tell me you get stuck on the landscape as well. Krish? Oh, we're in for a fun time. Yeah, escort quests and bad pathing. The best friends of gamers everywhere. I think I'll storm ahead and basically just kill all the Graal before they can actually get to him. I'll get all the Graal eyes as well. He's had a pack of Graal though. Love the ice color. I still love the ice colors here. I'm not sure how many would constitute as that pack. They are very durable though. Very, very durable. Patch up with a Krish. And I'll have to actually get that healing spell going when I'm getting back to the castle, or back to the fortress. Krish still on the way. Wonderful. At least he's a bit smaller, so he's less likely to get into my way when I fight. Hello, Graal. How about thee? These things pack a punch. Okay, now heal Krish. Oh, he doesn't need healing. Lovely. Nothing here. Okay, little wriggling. Not sure we have to fight more. But let's save again. Okay, we are here. Okay, we need to kill more Graal, apparently. How many were in that pact you made? We have killed, what, 3? 4? How many Graal constitute as a pack? Also, this is one mostly linear corridor. Where is the final Graal? I suppose there's only 1 or 2 left. I don't want to jump down there. Something tells me I might not get back up. Oh well, I've fallen down here now. Well, Chris is alright with that. Some bags. Good, nice. I'll have that. I'll take that for my troubles. The Scar are kind of miserly. They give me useless spells. Okay, Doozy, open that for me. Ooh, nice. Because I sold one of those earlier, I'll get a new Spark Blade. Very lovely. Krish? Coming. Okay. There's the last Graal. At least I hope it's the last one. I think you get a new journal entry if you... Oh, hello, Hellastans. You get a journal entry if you kill the last one. Okay, I think I'll want to treat myself to a bit of healing. And we'll see if our little friend here needs healing as well. They might have named that spell the Escort Quest spell. Well, it turns out a pack of Graal is more than I expected. I think we're way past 5 now. I think I accidentally hit Krish. I'm so deep in trouble if he dies. He seems to be kind of beefy. He's a very beefy guy. And again, me accidentally whacking him with the skullcrusher probably didn't really help his health and overall mood. Deadly Graal. Let's save the game again. And then get on with the Graal hunting. Quite sure we're onto something here. There's one more. Charge! And down it goes. Okay. Any left? Krish. I'm not sure if he says something else if you have them all, if you got them all. So yeah, you have to get them all. And because I'm not sure if I've done this already, which means, yes, this game is a bit like Pokemon as well. I'll have that. There's new to the channel. It's something. Where did that Graal come from? Seriously, where did that come from? Okay, that's all of them. You can talk to that annoying little dulk if you want. I'll be right behind you. Of course you are. You need a feeling? No. Okay, is my armor in need of healing? It most certainly is. We'll be a master armorsmith when we get out of here. I think I'll completely load up on repair equipment by the time we, or next time we go to the castle, or to the fort. We've bought everything that that good old Sledbrother the Smith had, so we'll probably try to purchase some of the Legion supplies as well. You know, I could probably just ask for that to be handed to me, considering I'm the Knight of the Imperial Dragon. Did I not loot this guy? I didn't. How could that happen? Don't you get lost on me here. Pain in the arse, Reekling. I think this is the way. How do I get up there? Probably this way. A little bit. No. Okay, I've fallen down here, but I can't levitate back up there. Can I go this way? No, there's nothing here. So let's see. This way. Stumbling through a cave. Okay. Down here, over there, and then turn left. I'm hoping this is a passable way, not just the icy spikes. Down. It's quite fast, this Rickling. Didn't think he could keep up with me, but he's doing remarkably well. And again, I am turning around constantly, because I don't feel like having to look for this guy while I'm actually trying to get out of here. Come on. Okay. Yeah, this looks good. And like a potential pathing hazard. Okay, now we need to go this way. And over here is more ice and snow. Since we killed all the Graal, we should not actually have any dangers here. Okay, don't fall down there again. Don't you dare fall down there, Krish. At least those Graal are moving very slow. Otherwise it might be a pain in the ass to actually find them when they move and you move through the cave as well. Okay. 506. What is with Reeklings and cutlery? And Ashiam, apparently. Actually, I want that. Can use that to fortify strength. Just regular pelts. I don't need those. We'll only take the snow wolf pelts. Now that we have been crowned the boss of Thirsk, although I don't think you can find anything here. That's an impressive chandelier. Even though it doesn't have any candles. Oi! Stop it! You alright, Krish? Okay, now we're in for a trade, because we have to figure out which of these Reeklings is Dulk. I think it was Dulk. And preferably not kill him before we get to interrogate him. Are you Dulk? No. I don't think either of you is Dulk. Do you understand anything of Karstag's food? Jerks. I don't think Krish will mind if I help myself to some of that loot here. Rubbish. Okay, Krish, where does your master store the good stuff? It's in this box. That's certainly something. Ugh, 30. Is that heavy armor? Yeah. For heavy armor, that armor is actually not too bad. If we weren't actually in possession of the Lord's Mail back in Teluvirith. Ah, the throne room. think that's where Dulk will be. It pays out to be careful as you move along. The thing you're looking for is not always at the end of the dungeon. It might be anywhere in between. Sometimes at the start of the dungeon, or yeah, somewhere in the middle. That's an exit. Dulk, I need to talk to you. What are you doing here? The master will not be pleased, and you come with Krish. Evil, evil Krish. Krish is bad, and you are bad for helping him. What is it you want? You should leave. Could we talk about the death of the Hawkers? This was not our doing. Not even Krish could have done this. He was too busy here. I was too busy here. The master is gone. Gone with the wolves. Big wolves. Evil wolves. Wolves that walk like men. Took the master days ago. No time for the fat hawkers, and Dulk did none of this. Your master is gone as well? Yes, yes, master is gone. He must return soon. The wolves came and took him away. Big wolves, evil wolves. Oh, we've got this part. Okay, so we've learned that apparently every powerful leader of Solstheim is taken by the werewolves. Which means they're not going to miss their stuff, right? Yeah, no. Can't open that while standing on it. That makes sense. Still running low in magicka. Going to lockpick this now. The good old-fashioned way. I think I'm still using the pile of lockpicks I've found in the when I killed the Commander Tong at the early game. Okay, so Karlstag likes to sit on gold apparently. Oh, come on, lockpick. Seriously? Cheap restore health potion. Also, Karlstag must be giant. Okay, he's a frost giant, so of course he's huge. Come on. I'll have that. The rest isn't worth it. Okay, down there I think is nothing particularly impressive. We'll just go there anyway. Karlstag's chambers, eh? There's a drowning pit. Ooh, nice lockpick. Jump out of that. Karlstag has a very weird taste in decoration. Those huntsman spears are rubbish. Seriously, they're the worst. Okay. So yeah, Karlstag is clearly no human. Lockpick has been used up, that's fine. There's more where that came from, and we need to use them all anyway. I'm not going to pick that soul gem because I have too many of those anyway as well. Little chest. If I use that, if I take that. Yeah, I will be overburdened. That's okay though. I can drink a magicka potion. I should be right back where I need to. Also, drop that mead. That'll actually do already. Nice. Really, a lockpick over encumbered me. A lockpick of all things. They have so many good lockpicks here. I want them all. Okay, fine. We need to drink some more stuff. Let's drink another one of those magic potions. Let's actually drink that. I have this pretty nice restoration spell from Amulet. Yeah, not spell, this restoration power basically, from which gives me essentially all my stats back to 25 points back on all my stats. So I think that's kind of nice. You too, Krish. I got nothing more to do with you. Finish your business and get out of here. I've got work, okay? What work would a Riegling... Fine, we will not question him. Ugh. White out. He looks a lot bigger when you stand in front of it. Yeah, Castle Karstark. And as I said, there's something here we might want to at least explore. Castle Karstark has towers. I want to, yes, I want to use my magicka for that. I think in one of those there were some Daedric armor pieces. Just levitate over that. What are you? Castle Karstark Tower. Oops, okay. Don't fight with a lockpick. Okay, so there's a tower. I think there are several towers here. Here, look at that. Look at that! A Daedric Rite Pauldron. I'm not sure if the left one's here also. But we will now recall and drop that off in Raven Rock. Although a better idea, we'll drop it off in the Legion Fort. Well, something tells me that Kalnies will just send me straight back to Raven Rock, so might as well have dropped it here. Oh well. Pauldron. Away with that. Let's put it right next to Severia's short sword. Take that. Put it there. That was okay, fine. We'll leave it there. That's fine. Absolutely freaking fine. Okay, I needed to do some things. I want to get a spell. Mirisa, you can't make me a spell.
As long as you like, friend. It would be a privilege to talk with you.
Why can nobody here make a spell for me?
Well met, friend.
Right, I need to be up here anyway.
What say you?
Okay, Carnia's Magus is over here.
Who cares about Nord crackpots? We've got a lot to do here.
Actually, you can make yourself useful, Clerk. It's a menial task, but it needs to be done. I've spent a great deal of money ensuring that supplies were delivered from the mainland. I'd like you to go and make sure everything is in order. The supply ship arrived this morning according to my schedule. Get me a copy of the shipping manifest from Falco, will you? On your way, then. Very well. We can actually do that very, very quick, because we have a recall back in Raven Rock. Make sure you're not sneaking.
Roldar is gone, but we have other problems.
Shipping manifest? I'd give it to you if I had it. No ship has arrived. It may have something to do with the fact that Kanye's never said anything about putting a dock. So where would a ship of that size land? I'm of little help. I've spent all my time making sure the construction proceeds smoothly. So I haven't seen anything. Check with the man. Perhaps any one of them can tell you more. Okay, so, you there, good man. Have you seen anything of a ship? seen anything. But maybe I did see something, now that you mention it. Night before last, I saw a light off to the northwest. Thought maybe it was a reaver boat, or a raiding party, or something. I wasn't sure I wasn't about to check it out, but maybe it was our supply ship. Okay, so off to the northwest.
Another day, another 100 miles of ore.
Oh, you there. Have you seen anything else? Okay, so we just got lucky and met the right person. Of course, they built houses for themselves here. At some point, there should also be a tavern here. Also, you have a dock. Well, no, you don't. Okay, you don't. Storehouse for probably ores. I think this person here can actually ship you back and forth from...
May I help you?
Yeah, she will travel back and forth with you. Well, sadly for her, we actually have our own means of transportation. And we need to level up our mysticism anyway. Okay, off to the northwest, they said. Let's see what is off to the northwest. I hope I don't actually have to carry all this stuff from the ship as well. Get us over to Falco first. Fine, we'll talk to Falco first. Oh, by the way, I've read up on this, and it turns out this wonderful ribbon here, which basically gives you an encyclopedia on all the tasks and, of course, this lovely list of quests, actually has been added with the Tribunal expansion. So make sure you get that. I would generally recommend to get the Game of the Year edition. I think I've linked to that in GOG. Okay, yeah, some of the workers have apparently seen something. A light northwest of here. Well, I guess that could be it, though I can't imagine how they managed to miss the colony. Can you go and take a look? We are not desperate for supplies, but they're supposed to deliver a shipment of pigs that will make our work much easier. Do I have to carry those?
But we have other problems.
Fine. Shipment of pigs. Oh well. I could just use one of my Fortify Strength potions. I guess I will do that. So off to the northwest of here. But now that there's a boat, I might actually put my recall to the Sky Village. Save myself a lot of traveling there. Okay, something has seen me and is about to attack. Ooh, it's a snow bear! I'm so happy with the Skull Crusher being a weightless weapon. I mean, yes, the Mace of Ivar is technically better, but it's so much heavier. I mean, it weighs like 90 or 100 weight units, and that's just insane. Any ships over here? There's a hawker, and apparently alive. So at least those are still fine. Okay, we're still northwest. Where is that ship? Also about the time to end the stream. So the ship was just... Well, it couldn't be too far inland, so I guess I'll just follow the coast. I was about to go look in this way, but no, it should be along the coast somewhere. I don't think it has sunk. Probably just smashed against the land, much like the other much like the many shipwrecks on Vardenfell. Oi! Where's the one of those? I hate Spriggans. Well, I know you want to get up again. And one more. Okay, that one's down. Let's go back to sneaking mode. I almost wonder how he's seen that from there. We're quite a bit away from Raven Rock now. Is that the... That's probably not. I think those are the people that were mentioned in the history of Thirsk. The people who have decided to live outside of Thirsk. Hello, guy of the mumbling. I'm sorry, but I'm not in the mood for visitors now. Just look at this mess, adventurer. Do you see what that foul Draugr has done? He has ruined my dwelling and stolen away my only friend. My entire family was lost at sea a few months ago, and now I'm all alone. My only companion was Ottfrid Whitelip. She talks to me, she tells me things, tells me the future. I rescued her from Colbjorn Barrow many months ago. She's been kidnapped by a Draugr who lives in Colbjorn. Adventurer, will you go to the Barrow and rescue Ottfrid Whitelip? If you do, Ottfrid will help me reveal your future. I'll rescue her for you. Excellent. Of course, I knew you were going to help me. I'm a seer, after all. Now, Colbjorn Barrow lies to the southeast of here, near the coast. I need you to enter the Barrow, find Ottfrid, and return her to me. Do be careful, adventurer. The Draugrs are fast, vicious, and entirely without remorse. Go now. I will eagerly await your return. Okay. We'll do that. Not now, though. We have a ship to find. Would it have been a good question to ask the seer if he has seen anything? Like this ship over there, which is apparently Draugr? What are those, Draugr pirates? Is that a thing? Stop it, will ya? Okay, there's the supply ship. Oh.
Get them away! Get them away! The horrid things!
Hello there. You killed them. They're all gone. Don't leave me here. You've got to let me go with you. You just can't leave me. No one would be that heartless. I'd freeze to death out here. I don't know what I was thinking, hitching a ride on a supply ship in the first place. Who appoints a wood elf captain of a ship? I should have known better. And then the horrible crash, and now they're all dead, and the supplies are ruined. I just want to get warm. Oh, please take me with you. Okay, fine, follow me. Oh, thank you. There isn't even any food left to survive on. Most of the supplies were gone. Well, I guess you should just take me to whomever your boss is. I mean, I hope you're not offended that I'm assuming that you're not the boss. It's just that people that tend to be bosses of things don't usually wander around the countryside looking for people to help. They send other people to out to do those sorts of things, don't they? Hey, how come you're not going anywhere yet? I actually hate this person already. But fine, we are going. Actually, I could be teleporting. And you, I don't know, could be doing something else. I think we have to return here for the pigs, but it's a story for another time. We have to escort somebody back. We have to escort someone back. Lovely. if I just follow the coast. Until I'm close to Ravenrock. I should actually get there without being molested by too many people. Although I'm not sure if this already factors into the decision whether or not you're going to side with Carnius or Falco in the long run. You will of course have to make that decision. I mean, it's been quite obvious already because their orders have quite clearly overlapped a few times. Or not overlapped, contradicted a few times. Okay, here's Dark Forest.
You're not even trying.
Oh, she has a sword. I can't believe that.
No one can match me. You won't escape me that easily.
I'm glad the things here see me as a greater threat. Okay, let's patch a companion up. Don't hit her. Do we not patch up with a hammer? Come on. Well, I think we're standing in front of the Colbjorn Barrow, which we might enter next time we get through. Oh, no, it's Bloodskull Barrow. We have obscene amounts of magicka. I gotta say that as it is. We have obscene amounts of magicka. At the game start, this would have cost us at least one magicka potion completely. Now we can just do this without any hesitation. But I will probably end the live stream as soon as we get back to Ravenrock. This unholy escort mission is done. I thought this was Spriggan behind there. It's probably not. Hopefully not. Okay, Falco. I hope you're happy with that guest I've brought you. It should of course go without saying that if you are in your werewolf form, nobody will like you. People will attack you in general.
Well, it couldn't get worse, could it?
I just can't thank you enough for rescuing me from that horrible shipwreck. I'm sure you'll have a delightful time here in the colony. I do hope that the people here are nice and like to chat. Yeah. Hello, Falco. Have you seen anything? Yes, I have. Wrecked? Are you sure? Well, then there's little more that can be done. At least a single survivor made it. I told Carnius it was a bad idea to take the lowest bidder, and that this was too important to not take seriously. Well, at least you've solved that mystery. Thank you for looking into it. I just need to make sure the word gets to Carnius. If only we had those pickaxes. What about a survivor? Oh yes, there were several miners' pigs that were supposed to be sent over. We can manage without the other things, but we really need those to make any decent progress in the mine. Did you happen to check the wreckage? I was busy fighting Draugr and saving the survivor. There's also a chance a few of the supplies survived the wreck. If you come across any, I'd be willing to pay for you to deliver them here. Keep in mind, will you? I will, of course. So next time we'll go back to the shipwreck. Then we return to the Skull village. Probably also put a marker there, so do remind me of that, please. And then we'll continue the Blood Moon Prophecy. Things are getting mysterious. All the leaders have been taken away, as we have learned. So, Karstark has been taken, Thorsten Hartfang has been taken, Captain Carriers has been taken. Where will it stop? Who will be the next? What is the plan? Questions over questions. The answer maybe next time. Until then, bye.
Too bad.